It just bothers me so much. They treat me as if I'm some kind of crazy person, or like I have three horns coming out of my head. But what they don't understand is they're the ones that are crazy, and they're the ones that are so disconnected.
Well, that's the gaslighting that they're engaged in. I mean, if you look at it, the trends worldwide are to populism and the people, not even about conservative or liberal. And deep down, they know that. They're trying to gaslight us. At least the controllers at the top are. But I think the average leftist, I agree with you, actually does think you've got 5 heads or I've got 6 heads, and that they actually believe their own BS.
I think they do too, and I tell you why. I think they're really scared of the American people, because here's what they do know. They know that if the American people actually woke up from the dream that they're living in, the so-called American dream, where it's more like entertainment at like Roman games or something like that.
Oh, there's so much that's fabulous there, Francesca. I'm gonna start off by jumping into one bit of it, and then you take it whichever direction you want.
Sure.
That the left is scared of the American people, and that if only they would wake up, you know, like if they'd become woke or something like that. That's an interesting little slip up there. But also, we're scared of the American people. The Republican Party has won one popular vote in a presidential election in basically 3 decades now at this point. If anyone is afraid of the American people's effect writ large over our politics, it is gonna be you guys. But anyway, there's a lot there, Francesca. What'd you think?
That's a great point. 100%. And sorry, I just want to double down on that, because don't ever forget that all the voting restrictions are because Republicans are scared as hell of people actually exercising their right to vote. And they're scared that, yes, sure, it was Biden that we all came out en masse for, but they really don't want a repeat of 2020, as disheartened as we will be. And we are with the failures of the Biden administration. I just want to put that out there. And now let's talk about whatever is happening in like Slimer's deep bowels there, as they're just.
It was very green.
It was so green, so much slime.
There's a Green New Deal up in there.
It really is. And look, Alex Jones says we think he's got 6 heads. I mean, to be fair, dude, your head has increased 6-fold since you started doing this. Look at that thing.
The Grinch's heart.
It is so large, yes. If only it were his heart. But the thing is, it's about 6 of our normal heads could fit into that. It's all the swelling that happens from whatever supplements that are not approved by anybody, not even yourself. Yeah.
You grind up monkey bones and you drink it as a broth. That's how it works, actually. And your head just expands. I think Charlie Kirk actually drinks some.
He definitely does. No, I mean, look, it's fitting. Like, it's scary to see her there because she's a sitting congresswoman, but it also makes sense. And I hope to see her very soon hawking her own supplements with her own InfoWars show, like Milo Yiannopoulos and every other disgraced so-called, I don't know, semi-serious person or person who wanted to be taken seriously.
Yeah, so look, there's a couple things I want to touch on before we move on. One, they think I'm crazy. Alex Jones, why do they think I'm crazy? As I literally say, this is not a virtual thing. She was in person at InfoWars Studios. Why do they think I'm crazy? They think I have like 3 horns coming out. First of all, if you had 1 horn, we'd think that's weird. Do you think like there's a threshold for how many horns it takes for us to think is weird? But anyway, substantively, she did sort of tell on herself. There was a bit of projection there that the American people need to wake up. The American dream is fake, which is not generally something we hear the right talking about. We talk about how that's a myth and a dream. It's a fiction that is being perpetuated by people who are already doing fantastically well economically. It is interesting to hear her pretending that that is a thing that she will do. And she contrasts it with the politicians who are just like doing a Roman thing, like like bread and circuses or whatever. Game. She probably made a reference to soup or something. And I actually think she's sort of onto something there. The issue is that while we can definitely critique the establishment Democrats for doing their versions of bread and circuses, like giving us like a kente cloth photo, but no substantive criminal justice reform, the idea that the right is doing something else, you guys are the ones who are trying to get this trucker convoy to drive across America right now. What, to improve the solvency of Social Security? What substantive economic concern has she addressed, even for a minute, while she's been in elected office?
Nothing. She's been stripped of all her committee positions thus far. I mean, right? Can she not? She again, she's just a meme. I've said this before. She's honestly waiting for her term to be over. She's tired. This is too much. And then she's gonna be like, I couldn't deal with the swamp.
I mean, maybe she'll do the Masked Singer or something. But anyway, I do want to help her though, because she's helped us by doing the projection. I want to help her. So people think you're crazy and you don't know why. Well, here are a few reasons. One, you filmed yourself stalking a Parkland shooting survivor, David Hogg, as he was speaking to officials on Capitol Hill, and then posted it as if it made him look bad, not you. She did a One Woman The Warriors show outside of AOC's office, weirdly speaking through her mail slot. She believes that 9/11 was a hoax, also COVID is a hoax. Wildfires come from space lasers, and compared to anti-vaxxers to Jewish people persecuted in the Holocaust, there's probably like 1,000 other examples. I've chosen to blot some out from my brain, but also you're not doing yourself a big favor when you go to complain about being perceived as crazy to Alex Jones, who believes in Pizzagate, government-controlled weather, believes in space lasers that combine and tear apart hurricanes. He believes every mass shooting is a false flag. Glenn Beck is a CIA agent. Chemicals in the water turns frogs gay. And Robert Mueller is a literal swamp monster. So he says we believe in people having multiple heads. He believes in the literal reality of demons. He thinks Obama was actually literally a demon from the Bible. But we're wrong to think that they're crazy.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.